It is time to ask our WCIA 3 meteorologist a question. Welcome back to ciLiving, Adam Sherwinski.
I think your question's probably going to be, why are we wearing all this?
That is exactly my question. He said, come in warm clothes, and I'm hoping it's not because you're taking me outside in the, what is it today, -5-degree
It was
weather?
about 0 there at during the noon show. So,
Okay, so it's warmed up. My car this morning said -5.
Yeah,
so.
It's cold out there, and yes, Jaclyn, we are going outside.
Okay.
Taking advantage of the cold temperatures while we have them, so keep that in mind. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy having this cold weather. I know you've been in California for a while. This is something you're not used to.
It is something, though, that I actually am enjoying, and I'm enjoying the snow, and I'm enjoying what I think is going to hopefully be a fun experiment. Is that what we're doing?
And it's something that people can do at home, and it's not super scientific, I guess. I mean, it is, but there is some science to it, obviously. But it's one of those that you can do at home and try out with different types of shirts and pants and whatever you want to use for fabrics out there, and maybe even kind of use it for your maybe your snowman next time we get a nice good snowfall here.
All right, well, let's go to the weather garden.
The weather garden.
Okay, Adam, we are here in the weather garden. It is freezing. What are we doing?
So we're going to take these clothes, something you can do at home. Take these shirts, my WCIA shirt, my jeans that I have right here. We're going to do something cool. We're going to freeze them pretty quickly here.
What?
It's that cold. Now, you need a bowl of water. I've got a little warm for the water, but that's okay because that way the water doesn't freeze right away. We're going to dip these real quick. There we go. The water's really warm. I like that. And then we're going to hang it right up here.
Oh, you cleared away all this snow on the ground.
Yeah, for now. That's going to turn to ice.
Oh, that's a good point. We'll have to put up a sign, a warning sign. All right, should I dip the pants?
All right, I'll let you dip the pants. Go ahead, get them all nice and soaked. We're gonna have this hang out for a little bit. Yeah, now water's a little bit warmer, but that's okay because it'll still freeze. It's just gonna take a little bit more time.
Okay.
Okay, so got them all soaked?
Got them soaked.
All right.
Oh, the warm water actually feels good on your hands. I like this part of the experiment.
Right. You get a little more water on there.
Okay.
All right.
And about how long does it usually take for the water to freeze in this kind of a temperature?
That's the interesting part too. You can kind of play around with it, try different materials, try different types of water. If it's colder water, warmer water. If it's warmer outside, colder outside. Now we've got some pretty warm water. You can see the steam coming off of this right now. So it might take some time for it to finally start to kind of take shape, but it's going to start freezing here pretty soon because, again, water and cold, if you know, really don't go well. So when we get past this freezing point, it'll start to freeze a little bit more. But really steamy right now, so we're going to give it a little bit more time.
And you can try it with different materials. So you did a shirt, you did some jean material. You could probably do it with fabric. I bet I could probably have tried my gloves, although I don't necessarily want to, but this is more cottony. Yeah. And I bet you different things freeze at different
times
speeds.
and different temperatures, different speeds. So we're gonna let these cool off a little bit more. We're gonna go inside, hang out for a little bit and get warmed up and then come right back out here and see how much of a difference a couple of minutes make. All right, ready?
Sounds good.
Cool.
So we have let the pants and the shirt sit for about 20 minutes.
Almost 20 minutes, yeah.
We got some icicles, so that's cool. And what has it done?
It's kind of starting to stiffen up a little bit here, but not so much yet, to the point now where if I stayed out here a little bit longer, I can start to form the pockets. You can kind of hear it cracking.
I hear the ice cracking and breaking up. Whoa, that part's stiff. Look at that.
Some parts are stiffer than others, that's for sure here. So I have to wait a little bit and try to let it form out, but I think it's just that water was too warm. And you can play with how warm the water is and how cold it is. Some people say that if you just pull it out of the washing machine, really, just give it a quick wash.
Oh, sure.
Out here, it'd be a lot easier. So try that at home.
And I think some of it has to do with, I know when you lay clothes out to dry, sometimes whichever side is up and getting more air will freeze quicker. So maybe this froze quicker because this was all bunched up on the chair. So then if we switch it and drape that down, it'll get more air on all sides. Oh, look at that. That's the best. That is definitely fit for a snowman.
Yeah, it's a little... You can kind of hear it crunch a little bit though.
Okay, wait, I want a fashion show, let's say. Oh, if I can hold it, here we go. That is so much fun. What a fun experiment.
You know, it was a very flowy shirt, a very light shirt. I think it's gained some weight a little bit. And it's definitely stiff as a board. So, what's that old say? Light as a feather.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Wow.
Fun. All right, let's go inside and debrief, Adam. It's cold out here. Well, thank you very much for being here, Adam, and for showing us that experiment and having us freeze, but that was really fun.
Yeah, and again, it's something you can do outside very briefly, as long as you're wearing all your attire out there to keep yourself warm. It can be done safely and done right in the backyard as well, so.
Well, if you want to try this at home, or if you have a question for Adam, you can write to him at asherwinski@WCIA.com, and you can follow us both on social media on the handles you see on your screen.